Alright, we back out under the carport today. I'd like to be out on top of the houseboat doing fiberglass work, but it is raining. Everything's soaking wet. So, I think I'm going to continue on my little frame in of the carport. Maybe I'll get it all framed in here today. First thing I had to do is move that sheet of metal. That thing's like 1/2 inch thick, 4 foot by 8 foot. I think it weighs like 500 pounds. It takes damn 3 grown men and a midget to move that damn thing. So I had to hook the truck to it, to that little hook and a rope out to my truck. I brought it around a minute ago and pull it out to where I could run this piece of wood past there. So, alright, I'm going to clean all this up and get to measuring and cutting. Alright, got this all scraped out with the shovel. So now I'm going to start taking some measurements. Look what I uncovered. Accidentally tore down Mr. Froggy's house, scraping all this dirt out of here. So we will name him Mr. Froggy Pants. Maybe he'll help us out today. Alright, I got this base board in, I guess you'd call it, and this header piece up here. And now I'm gonna go in. This is my last one I did last time, so 16 inches from this one over to here is going to be the first one. 16-inch center to center, bypassing that post. Wood will still be screwed to that post, but just to keep everything uniform, I'm going to go 16, 16, 16, so on and so forth. Do the same thing up here. I've got that screwed up there temporarily with 3 screws. And once I get all these measured from bottom to top and all the uprights cut, then I'm going to unscrew this one, drop it down on the ground, flip this one over this way, and start laying my uprights across the floor here and screwing them from the bottom of the base plate and the top of the header piece. And then I kind of come back along here and run all tap cons and everything and screw the head piece over there, because I didn't screw the head piece up there yet. So that's what I'm doing now. Show you a cool trick I found on the internet the other day. Might be common knowledge to y'all, especially the carpenters, but I never claimed to be a carpenter. But that little slit in the bottom of most tape measures is for a screw head to go in. That way, if you're running your tape measure horizontal across a long span to get a measurement, that screw will help hold this end of the tape measure while you stretch it out. So, remembering that I seen that the other day, I got me a screw started right up here, and I'm gonna hook it that way. Hook it there, go that way to get my 16-inch on center measurements. Thought I'd pass that along because I'm 44 years old and I just learned that the other day. So I've got this end of the tape measure held by the screw, and I got it spanned across here, and I just got a little clamp holding this end of the tape measure and hanging down. So hopefully that won't screw my tape measure up. But alright, now I'm fixing to get up there and mark it. Alright, I got 16-inch on center marked below, 16-inch on center marked above. And on these uprights, I'm just going to set them up in there, put them on the 16-inch on center mark down below, and I'm going to scoot it like this to the 16-inch on center mark up high. Then I'm just going to take my Sharpie and mark the back side, and where the mark is, I'm going to cut it off. Well, there's the first one cut. That worked pretty good, so I'm going to do the rest following suit just like that. Move that block down to the next one, set the upright up in there, mark it, and cut it right on down the line. Alright, got them all cut. Now I'm fixing to lay this whole contraption over and screw it all together, bottom and top. Lay it back up in there. Then I'm going to go to Lowe's and get one more 2x4 for this side, because when this one is right on that center mark, there's enough gap right there to put another 2x4 in. So when I put this all together, I'm actually going to move this 2x4 out to the end and then when I go get the other 2x4, I'll come in and I'll scab the 2x4 I get from Lowe's up against the one on the end, so it'll be double 2x4 on this end. But alright, I'm fixing to lay it over and screw it all together. Alright, here we go. Pretty much finished for the most part. I mean, the stud part anyway. This is the only oddball. This one is supposed to be right there on that mark right there. That's 16" on center from this next one. But I'm fixing to run to Lowe's and get another 2x4x8 to go up in here. And this one will be double 2x4. You may ask, why do I want to double this in? And I'm not concerned about doubling up against this post. It's because this post was cracked. Had a little crack in it right here. So I figured I'll screw the heck out of this thing to the 4x4 post to help strengthen that crack. So that's the reason why I did that. Now I'm going to run to Lowe's, get a 2x4, some more screws, and I may end up coming back with some of that tyvek wrap stuff that goes on the outside, and maybe end up stapling that on there. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Alright, we back from Lowe's, got the one final 2x4. Got some of this house wrap stuff. Gonna put it on the outside of the 2x4 stud walls. And I got some staples and some more wood screws. So let me cut this last 2x4 and start getting that tyvek on the outside. Y'all, we got a special guest appearance. Look who finally decided to show up. Come help Daddy. Look at your tail going 100 miles an hour. Alright. Got the second 2x4 up in there. Got about a Brazilian screws on it. And it's pouring. Well, it ain't pouring, but it's raining. But so now my next step is I got to take that wire out that goes and feeds my floodlights, and take this triangle piece of wood off the outside, knock it off, and so I can run the tyvek stuff left and right. I'm going to start at the bottom and then go up. I think I'll have to take 3 passes on the way up. But I got to get that out of the way in order to get the top run of tyvek across. Alright, here we go. Alright, got the triangle piece of wood off with my floodlights. Then I had another triangle piece down here I had to get off. I still got to pull these few nails out before I lay the tyvek. I pushed the electric wire through the hole into there, and I kind of had a thought. I was thinking of going back with some of them solar powered floodlights that's got the little solar panel up top of it that don't need electric. So I was thinking I might pull this wire down and run it down this corner and do an electrical socket somewhere over in here, because I want this to be my my floor mounted drill press corner, or possibly a mill drill, I don't know. But so I might pull that wire down, put an electrical socket right here, and then pipe out of that one electric box going this way, maybe put a couple more electrical sockets for other stuff. Just a thought though, I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that. Mr. Wiggy, the Wonder Piggy, is a little bit grumpy. It's cold out here. Yeah. Alright, we're almost done, buddy. Got the first row on. I went along with my level and put a black mark there. and I carried that same mark all the way across. According to my level, it's right, and then I stapled it on. But I think somewhere along the way of me stapling on, it dawned on me that when I've seen houses with this stuff on the 2x4 stud walls, I think I've seen them put them on with those dang roofing tabs, those roofing nails with a little round washer on them. But oh well, that's what I got. So I'll put on the next couple rows, overlap them a little. I'll overlap it about 3 inches or so, and then call it a day. Go inside, have a frosty adult beverage. So, alright, let me get at it. 2 down, 1 to go. Guess I gotta knock this triangle off this corner too, so I can wrap it around. So I'll knock that off, get this third piece on, and clean up and call it a day. Check it out. Got her did. Got it all done. Put that staple gun on full auto. Got it in there. Full auto. Let it have it. Alright. I got a little bit of odds and ends to clean up. I had to take down my house address to do all this. It was underneath those floodlights, so I'll throw my house address up back over here for temporary, and call it a day. Gonna clean up, go and have a shower, and drink some frosty adult beverages. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I know this ain't the most exciting video in the world, but I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.